It's your boy J1000. Black Manga Nation. I'm here for another segment on relationships and stuff. And this is basically just so some dudes peep game quicker. Because a lot of dudes, we be fumbling and, we be falling for them pretty faces, man. So I'm trying to, put a lot of you onto this game that took me a while to understand. This is what it is. We're going to talk about shame numbers. We're going to talk about men's shame number, and we're going to talk about women's shame number. So first, a man's shame number is usually small. So if a man hasn't had sex with a lot of women, he might say things like, oh, you don't know how many women I had sex with, or, things in that nature, because he feels as though he's not like a man because he hasn't been with a lot of women. And that's the truth. And I guess like a lot of men would feel that way, and I guess a lot of women would feel the opposite. But we're going to talk about the women, because that's what we're here for. We're going to talk about a women's shame number, because it's like men's stuff is out there, but women want to hide their shit. So I just hear so often women say this. Oh, I would never tell my husband things I did in the past. Oh, they don't need to know that. But it's like when you with these men and y'all in love and shit, once this shit comes out, because everything is done in the light comes to the dark, he don't want to be with you no more. And then the women say, oh, you're not a real man. You can't handle a woman's past. And it's like, no. If you had told us in the beginning, we would have kept it player. But y'all was lying. Y'all was trying to make it seem like y'all was a good woman and y'all was so sexually pure. And as men, we know all y'all not virgins or whatever, but just keep it real. If you've been with 3 dudes, say you've been with 3 dudes, I don't see what's the problem with that. Any woman I'm with, I tell them, well, I don't just tell them no, but I ask them, I'm like, do you want to know how many women I've been with? And I'll tell them. And in exchange, I want them to tell me how many dudes they've been with. I think that's normal for me. We both had sexual experiences. But when you get lies like, well, I'm a virgin, or I just meet bad guys, it's like, nah. And I'm just tired of hearing women's excuses. And I encourage all men, when you date, ask a woman how many men she's had sex with. It'll tell you a lot about her. It'll tell you a lot about her psyche and a lot about her mentality and a lot about her intentions. Because if some women will feel disrespected about that. If you feel disrespected, if it don't apply, let it fly. You probably done some shit that you feel bad about. You probably did some shit back in the day. I don't care how long it was. You probably did some shit. And that's why you feel bad about a man asking you how many men you slept with. It's just a question. Answer it or don't answer it. But just know when you don't answer it, you give out the obvious answer. Because when you don't answer, that means you've reached your shame number. Because a woman who's had sex with one guy, she'll just say, well, look, I've only had one boyfriend. That was in high school. I've been studying since, and I haven't had time to date. She'll tell you that. If you're dating a woman who has had 2 boyfriends, she'll tell you that. Had a high school sweetheart, had a boyfriend in college. It didn't work out. After college, he took his career this way. I took my career that way. We did this, we did that, whatever. But once a woman has reached her shame number, then she won't tell you. It's none of your business. Oh, I'm grown. I'm like, that don't got nothing to do with the number, baby. I'm like, so basically, you've done so much dirt, and then you want me to like sort of save the day. I'm like, I want to know what I'm getting into. I got a right to know. I'm not saying you got to like tell me like what number verbatim, but if you've been with a lot of dudes, just say that. But don't try to like lie. And then I'm liking, we liking you and we into the relationship. And then it just comes out that this happened. That should be embarrassing. And that's what I'm trying to like tell like a lot of dudes and a lot of like women too. That's why relationships be ending. Like embarrassment is embarrassing. Like you gotta, if a dude knows what he's getting into is one thing, because he can't really get mad at it. He knew what it was. You told him directly what it was. But when y'all lie and play these games, oh, I'm grown, it don't matter, it's just us, and y'all be having these deep, dark passes and fucked up, unhealthy relationships, that's just wrong. Like, so just watch your shame number, ladies. And dudes, watch your shame number too. This for everybody. Watch your shame number, man. Just J1000 Black Manga Nation. Be safe, man. Peace out. Love y'all.